Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Microbiotics Bio Talk, and we are on Escape. And on Escape today, we will be having a discussion and a form of narration for the International Adolescent Health Week, especially one of the programs which was carried out on Wednesday at the Ministry of Youth Development in Ekiti State. And this program is an out-of-school adolescent outreach program for school leavers and for ICT trainees at the Ministry of Youth Development Secretariat in Ekiti. And during this program, I was first surprised when I got in and I realized that there is an ICT center for free training of youths in the state. It was created by the Executive Governor of Ekiti State, Biodun Oyebanji. And in this hall, we have a group of people, students, school leavers, adolescents who wanted to learn more about ICT and about technology, web designing, app development, and the likes. When the program started in earnest, it was anchored by Ibukun Ajayi, who is the member of the Youth Advisory Panel for Girls Effect, an NGO in Nigeria. This was immediately followed by a self-introduction that was done by all the participants in the training. Of course, there were lots of students, but I was able to pick out some names, especially the name of Emmanuel, who has been chosen by his colleagues as the most troublesome in the class. The trainee introduced themselves one after the other, their hometown in Ekiti State, and what they intend to learn from their training. This was followed by an energizer section, which was also anchored by Ibukun Ajayi as provided. After the energizer section, the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Youth Development, Mrs. Shola Femi Adeluyi, provided an opening remark, and in her opening remark, she appreciated the State Ministry of Health and Human Services for the proper organization of this year's International Adolescent Health Week, and also gave her own supporting speech.
The Youth Resource Center is one of the few avenues that the ministry is exploring to develop Ekiti youth. And we have the intention of extending this to the various local governments in the state, possibly the senatorial district. We have been trying to identify other centers that are less utilized. So, and hopefully, maybe by next year, we should have this training replicated in other senatorial districts.
The permanent secretary took group photograph with the participants immediately after her speech. The SSA, Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Youth Affairs, person of Modupe Mary Adetiba, also gave her own goodwill message where she thanked the organizers and also wishes them an happy International Adolescent Health Week celebration as follows.
I believe that this event represents a firm commitment to nurturing a generation of healthy and informed, technologically empowered young people. The theme of this week reminds us of the vital need to promote physical, mental, and social well-being among our youth, that the students community also form a critical member who are driving forces of our nation's future.
Immediately after this, we moved into one of the main events, which was the lecture that was delivered by the Director of Hospital Services and Training at the Ministry of Health and Human Services, Dr. Olubide Obe. where he delivered a lecture on the topic leveraging technology for healthy lifestyle choices among adolescents and young people.
You are going to become adults, but the current phase where you are is what? Adolescence, Abi? It means it's a transitory zone for you. You are transitioning. So adolescence and your young age is a temporary phase of life. And like my sister the SSA was saying, I want to tell you 3 things that will determine maybe you will become successful adults or not. If you will become successful adults, the 3 C's, you must fulfill it.
Immediately after Dr. Obi's lecture, the State Adolescent Officer, Ministry of Health and Human Services, Mrs. Tolulope Adeweyimo, also gave a speech promising to act upon the advices and the information provided by Dr. Olumide Obi.
God will help that after this the conversation here, after this engagement, we are not going to be the same. We are going to go back to the drawing board and see that what can I make out of what I'm here to learn. And I'm sure if we do that, we are going to have outstanding success. I wish us all the best.
And immediately after this, she introduced the next speaker, who was to present a very keynote lecture to the adolescent in person of Professor Ifeoluwayimika Bamidele from Harvard, also the drug-free project team lead for this year's International Adolescent Health Week.
My own name is Ifeoluwayimika, but you can call me Ife. This week is what? What's this week? What are we commemorating this week? So who is an adolescent? Any chance? There's somebody who is smart enough. Okay, so if you have access to your devices, what's your easiest search engine? Who's an adolescent? Anybody wants to try? Since you don't know, at least you will have taken something away from here today. And you will have done self-learning. Who is an adolescent? Any chance?
His lecture, of course, was very engaging, and the adolescents were thoroughly lectured and provided key information on how to avoid drug abuse. Immediately after this lecture, the adolescents that were present made a pledge to remain drug-free.
Today I choose my future.
Today I choose my future.
Today I make a promise to myself.
Today I make a promise to myself,
My family and my community.
my family and my community.
I choose life over drug abuse.
I choose life over drug abuse.
I choose life.
I choose lasting purpose over temporary pleasures.
I choose success over failure.
I choose success over failure.
I will say no to drugs and substance abuse.
I will say no to drugs and substance abuse.
Even when it is hard.
Even when it is hard.
Even when I'm tempted.
Even when I'm tempted.
Even when others say it is okay.
Even when others say it is okay.
I'll protect my mind.
I'll protect my mind,
my body and my future.
my body and my future.
I'll stand out with others.
I'll stand with others
Who wants to be drug free?
who want to be drug free.
When I see someone
Struggling,
I will help in the best way.
I will help in the best way
That I can and not judge them.
that I can and not judge them.
I'm not just saying no to drugs.
I'm not just saying no to drugs.
I am choosing my future.
I am choosing my future.
I'm not just saying to drugs.
I'm not just saying no to drugs.
I'm saying yes to my future.
I am saying yes to my future.
Mrs. Adeweyimo took over and provided a vote of thanks and more admonishing words for the adolescents that were present, and more information concerning how adolescents are available can protect their physical and mental health. And of course, Ibukun Ajayi provided the closing remark. And after this, there are pictures that were taken with placards that were provided for this occasion. These placards included information such as "I am thriving inside and outside," "Mental health matters, speak out," "Strong in body, calm in mind, ready to shine," "I deserve to be held, healthy and happy." Group photograph taken with all participants, including the organizers and those from drug-free team, and I quickly included myself so that I will appear in the picture because I haven't been appearing in all the pictures that were taken. Of course, I showed that I too am thriving inside and outside. And this brings to conclusion this International Adolescent Health Week Out of School program for school leavers and ICT trainee at the Ministry of Youth Development in Ekiti State. Make sure you take care of your physical and mental health. Bye-bye.